I want to take this time to talk about Tekashi69 or Tekashi69. I want to make it perfectly clear. I watched this dude video with him explaining all of these reasons why, he snitched and trying to moralize why he did what he did.
And I'm going to tell you what, if there is a street code, right? If there is a street code and there's something so-called as loyalty and everything and no snitching and all of that, I get it, right? But where was the loyalty when you was sleeping with my baby mother? Where was the loyalty when you was caught on the wiretap trying to kill me? Where was the loyalty when you tried to kidnap my mother? Where was the loyalty when you was stealing millions of dollars from me? Where was that? So who broke it first? I get it. Don't fight fire with fire. I'm sorry. But what did I do wrong? Be loyal to niggas that's fucking my baby moms? Be loyal to niggas that kidnap me? Beat the shit out of me on video and everything? I'm supposed to be loyal to that? No, you know what? You know what it is?
There are no excuses, brother. There are no excuses as to why you did what you did. There are two types of people, right? There's the civilians, and then there's the criminals. There's the civilians who abide by the law, and then there's the people who venture off into street life. Tekashi69 took it upon himself to venture off into the street life. When he first came out and he had that song, Gummo or whatever it was a lot of gang activity. No one told you to start promoting gang activity. No one told you to start promoting violence. No one told you to put a hit out on Chief Keef or anyone else. He's on video fighting at the airport. He's on video taking part in armed robberies. Dude, that means you signed up for the street life. You wanted to be street. You wanted to be a gangster, right? And what comes along with that is not snitching, not telling. You can't start playing the game, and then when you start losing the game, you snitch. He came up with all these excuses about people trying to get with his baby moms, people trying to kidnap him, beat him up, all this stuff. Listen, that's what you signed up for. You dealing with people like that. You in the street life. You dealing with people like that where there's no rules. People do all types of scandalous stuff in the streets. You know how many times you see stories of people, murdering their best friend in the streets? So you signed up for that. Why didn't you handle it like a G? Why didn't you, beat them up, kidnap their such and such? If you found out later, you can't tell. That's the same thing Sammy the Bull said. He found out, that Gotti had something against him or whatever, and he wanted to do some. He was like, oh, well, why should I remain loyal to that person? This is a person who murdered like 19 people. You can't do that. You signed up for the streets. That's why the streets is not a place to play. You play in the streets long enough, you're going to get hit. What comes along with that life is you dead or you in prison. Now, when your time comes, you can't tell to avoid, prison. You signed up for that. Don't sign up for it. It's not like you were just some artist who just put on a show and you weren't committing any crimes and you weren't trying to be, street. Dude, you did a whole bunch of stuff trying to be street, trying to take it too far with the trolling. Calling out people people who you knew were really in the streets, playing games with Chicago, all of the nonsense that you did, you can't tell. You do not get a pass. There's something wrong with you morally. When you sign up for the streets, you sign up for a specific code. You saying, I'm going to abide by this code. I'm not going to tell when things go the wrong way. All you got to do is be a law-abiding citizen, and you could just be a tough person. You don't got to be trying to be a gangster. You could be a law-abiding citizen, and you could be a tough individual with morals. Kids, don't follow this fool. He has no morals. Because civilians, law-abiding citizens can't snitch. If you're a hard-working man and you work your 9 to 5 and you are a law-abiding citizen and you come home and you see people dealing drugs in front of your home and you call the cops, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that. Hello, 911. These dudes dealing drugs in front of my home. I got my kids in here. It's not safe. No one can say anything to you if you're a law-abiding citizen. You working hard. You trying to keep your community safe. Something is morally wrong with you if you are out doing crime and then to avoid your penalty for the crimes you committed, you telling other people. It's not like you weren't doing nothing wrong. You were doing something wrong. That's why you're placed in a position to snitch. Snitches are criminals. They use what they have on you to get information about other stuff. And then they give you a slap on the wrist and let you walk in order to get other people. That's how it works. So I don't want anyone giving me any excuses about Tekashi69. He told, he was wrong. That's that. There is no way around it. I don't care what they did. He shouldn't have told. You should be sitting up there and you should be doing life because you signed up for that, whatever the charges was. You should be doing your 20, 25, whatever years. You signed up for that. You was a stupid little boy. You went out in the streets too soon and you were playing games. Stay out the streets.